Good afternoon, welcome to our, by
Daily.
popular demand,
A daily meeting.
an hourly
They're very
get-together
special.
Right.
We've done fire chief.
to
we've
talk
done
about fire chief.
Son of fire chief. What is this?
Pride of
Return
fire
of fire
Right.
chief.
Let's do the Pledge of Allegiance so we can get this started. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I think we'll bypass open forum and go right into our
I
discussions.
mean,
He's already figured out the gallbladder problems. We're all set.
Right, you already got us.
Thanks, Matt, we appreciate your expertise. Send a bill.
Yeah, right. Everybody else has.
do you want us to set up a GoFundMe
Now,
for you?
GoFundMe page for
Not
gallbladder.
whether you take the town's insurance, is whether his insurance will actually pay it all.
Right. Oh, man.
All right, folks. Where do we want to go? We interviewed David Mickelson last Monday. What are your thoughts on that, gentlemen? On the gentleman, not on gentlemen.
I was gonna say, yeah. So I thought he did well in the interview. I have some confidence, but then I see that we also had some other resumes come in.
Yes, during the period since we had the deadline and obviously had the assessment center, especially since our first candidate that the board chose declined the appointment, we've gotten several resumes in the interim from, I think it's mostly just surrounding towns or next door towns.
Yes.
in a nutshell.
Yeah, 3. I believe we got 3.
My biggest concern, I guess, with him is just, there's not a lot of years of experience there. I thought his answers were good. I thought the thing I asked him about his lack of experience and working with, members of the department who had a lot of experience, I thought his answer to that was good. But given that we have these others, I wonder if we should take a little time to consider all of that. And before, I'm not ruling him out, I'm just saying maybe not yet.
Yep.
I don't know. What do you
No, I agree. I think,
I also had Lee this morning, and Rebecca, give us copies of all the other
Yeah.
candidates.
Yeah,
that
that's
had
what,
applied.
I saw those online when it was posted too, right? Or, no, it was in my packet, I
Yes.
guess, yeah.
So, I think we should take a look at, even though they may not have made it to the Final Four assessment, that doesn't mean that there's not something there that would stick out, that would be able to, work with these Bridgewater Fire Departments. Do you want to go through these individually, get back to Rebecca and Charlie and see if we have any agreements?
So
on-
is that what, this is all of them?
Yes,
I think so, right? It has the 3 new ones and
and then the rest.
And then this is all the ones that apply to Richard?
it does not include the ones that have been interviewed
The ones
already.
we already.
Right.
yeah, right.
What is our situation like with the assessment center now going forward? Like,
Well,
are we just on our own?
We could have another assessment center, obviously there'd be an additional.
No, I didn't mean like that whole thing. I just meant like, will Jack still do interviews with us?
Well, that's
and-
why
Okay.
I would talk with Jack about that. I mean,
Consistency.
Yes.
I think it would be good to have Jack still involved.
So do I.
I don't know that we need to do another assessment center if you feel that any of
Agreed.
these additional candidates are qualified just on the basis of their application and resume. But one, Jack may know some particulars about the individuals. 2 is that he can be a part of the interview process. I mean, there might be an additional fee, and if there is, and I still need, I did leave a little money in the account just for additional expenses beyond his normal fee. But if I do need more money, I can go back to the Finance Committee and explain, I think, with adequate.
I think for consistency, that makes the most sense.
I agree.
Yeah.
So the 3 new ones, they didn't submit an application, they just maybe have submitted a resume, cover letter.
Okay.
So I can also reach back out to them and have them complete the full application. And I believe, I don't know, all 1, 2, or 3, but they have gone through assessment centers previously. And Jack might be able to provide you guys some input on that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think you should go out there and ask them to fill out the entire application for those 3 new ones.
Mhm.
Okay, and then the rest.
I just didn't want to have them do it if, weren't going in that direction, but I will reach
And the
out.
rest we'll take a look at individually and get together. Do you want to get together before the 14th?
Well, what I would recommend, in fact, I think you have sufficient time, even if you can have a mini meeting, on Monday. We'll have gotten this information to Jack.
Talk Monday the 14th.
No, Monday,
This
this
Monday?
Monday, coming up on the 31st. I mean, thankfully, I talked to Kevin. Kevin is on board for staying until May 31st, so we've got some time.
Okay.
So, I mean, if you feel it's too rushed to meet again and, your suggestion was to talk to Rebecca and myself and say, yeah, I'm interested in having this person come in.
Yep.
And if there's some, if the board overall views that, then we can set something, things
Yeah,
like
we
the
can
fourth.
individually
We
get
could
to
do
you.
that without having a meeting.
Yeah.
I think you're
Up to
gonna,
you
the
if we don't have
14th,
to
I will
get
say the
to it.
14th, we're pretty jammed already, in terms of a schedule, unless we start fairly, earlier in the afternoon.
If we were going to go through a mini interview process, we probably would go back to a 4:30, if everyone could make it.
I think-
Yeah, because that would be three, if you did the three candidates.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Unless you wanted more after you looked at the list.
And we'll take, if we have to back it up a little bit more, we'll do that, but I think trying to rush it to Monday would
Okay.
work.
We can make it work, yeah.
Everybody?
So the idea will be the three of you talk to Rebecca and indicate any interest in any particular individuals, and Rebecca will get it set up. And in the meantime, we'll make sure that Jack has all this, and if he has any comments. And
The new
also-
ones that came
right,
in too.
And also find out whether he'd be willing to come in on the 14th to run the interview sessions with us.
Okay.
Yep.
Or we could do interviews on the 7th too, if you wanted to, the week we're not meeting. But we can wait till the 14th.
We gotta reach out
so
to
I'm
these
good either
guys
way.
first,
Yeah.
or girls, whatever.
So
it
that
may
gives
be.
us a week anyways.
Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, if we could get them in to Rebecca like Monday, Tuesday, then at least gives them close to a week because they gotta prepare themselves to
Right.
come in on that 14th.
Well, 14th will give them almost 2 weeks, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because Monday's the
off for a week,
31st, the
Oh,
7th
Monday's
is still a
31st.
week
Oh,
out.
okay,
I was
okay,
thinking
okay.
we
I was
yeah,
thinking
the
we
7th.
were already
We could
going
do
to
the
first.
interviews on the 7th if you wanted to spread it, if you didn't want to have another
Oh, yeah, yeah.
epic meeting night.
Yeah, we
Or
could
we
do
can
that.
wait and do it
Yeah,
on the 14th.
let's go
I'm
for
good
the
either.
7th, that will work.
Okay.
Zach, I will coordinate, I know Board of Health's meeting that
Yeah,
night, I
say
think.
the Board of Health meeting and then planning board, is that stuff?
So
Well,
that
well,
might not work
well,
anyways.
Board of Health usually is at 5. We can have our regular meeting at 6, the regular meeting time, and go from there.
Right.
Yeah,
And throw some of the stuff from the 14th to the 7th to cut that meeting down a little bit.
Well, if there's anything ready to go, yeah.
Right, okay.
yeah, that's fine, 7th would give us,
Do a motion, Carol?
I make a motion, you want a motion?
Yeah.
I make a motion that we reconsider previous candidates as well as new candidates and set up interviews for April 7th if possible.
second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So we're just gonna go through these and then we'll reach out to you if there's people we'd like to bring in.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Because if Leda worked on the 7th too, you could always do 6, because the Board of Health usually doesn't take that
Yeah,
long.
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
that's, yeah.
Or did you say that?
Well, no, I think, well, I did and I didn't, but I think what you're
Yeah.
explaining makes more
I was
sense,
just thinking,
yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Because Board of Health is 5, we'll be at 6.
Yeah.
Planning board, we won't have to worry about the planning board, they'll be upstairs in conference room 2.
Yep.
All right, let's move on to discussion about the appointment of Ed Gannon and Jacob Edward Gannon as inspectors for animals.
Right, the state requires that we fill out the nomination forms by April 1st, so we have to have animal inspectors in place. We're working on going back out to bid, we're getting, Ed understands that he needs to send in a proposal for the next couple of years. Peter and I met with him yesterday, I think it was.
Yeah.
And we'll get something, but I need to formally go out to bid because of the size of the contract, the amount, the expenditure amount is over the amount that in which I'm required to go out to bid formally. But in the meantime, we didn't get any other bids from anybody else, so my expectation is that you would nominate these two and get it up to the Board of Health, not Board of Health, State Health Department, and we'll formalize things with the contract when they send in the proposal.
Okay, and this is from May 1st, 2025 to April 30th, 2026?
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah, they want everything a month in advance.
okay.
Okay. You ready for a motion then?
Peter, you all set?
Yeah, no, we met, I mean, it was pretty close to what we, we thought was coming in for them. So, yeah, we were comfortable with what they had to say, so.
Okay. Yep.
I make a motion to appoint Ed Gannon Jr. and Jacob Edward Gannon as Inspector of Animals for the period of May 1st, 2025 through April 30th, 2026.
Second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
We have one more action item that just came to our attention.
I make a motion to approve the event at the Sachem Center on Sunday, April 6th, 2025, from 2:30 to 5:30.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
They have alcohol at that senior center?
As long as they.
If you have a license.
You have a licensed person.
If-
Oh,
there.
you have to bring
They
somebody.
have
Right.
to have tips, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
there's
just
one-
beer and wine, right? They don't have full? they go
Whatever
full?
they're licensed for.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's usually the
You
same
plan on
person.
going up there for a gallbladder
Trying to
party?
think
No,
if I've
I
ever
just-
been
I
there
didn't.
where it's done anything other than beer and wine.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been
Yeah,
there.
it's
Well,
probably
once
not,
They
but
had,
they do have
For
the,
baptism, yeah.
capability.
right. Yeah, I thought they had changed that.
Anything else? Peter?
No, nothing
All
on,
right, stay tuned for our next special session. We'll be in
Second.
touch.
back in a couple days.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.